in. Yeah, we're going to be doing your reading for April of 2026. Come on in, relax, clear your minds. Alrighty, I've already called in everyone's spirit team and guides and angels, and everyone is here with us right now, so please just know it. Something about the home already, hearth and home and the comfort. Nice card there. Yeah, past to present. Nice way to start. I like that card. Motion, air. Number 22, for those who care. Feel like you have a lot of thoughts on your mind, putting things in motion. However, it's funny how I said on your mind. It's really in the clouds here. Putting these things into action. Air is, yeah, okay. This is in your present. Making things happen, Captain. Something like that. Protection and cave. This is crowning you. Okay. Some of you may be asking for protection or staying in your cave around the hearth and home or something. A lot of things are in motion. A lot of things are happening. Something like that. Home and earth again. Yeah. This is a very Empress vibe. I like it. This is going to be your hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. You know, right in front of me here. My nose is freezing. My heat's on. I'm just cold today. I don't know why. North Node, I like it. Saggy, something about those North Noders, right? Could be you. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it. All right, we're going to get down. Are you ready? We're going to get down. What else? What's going on for my Sagittarius crew out here? Alone. You feel like you're in the situation by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. Hearth is right over this. Dealing with something on your mind, heavy on your mind, around the home, all talk. Silver-tongued devil, big flirt, no action player. In it for a short time, not a long time. Somebody's playing games. Motions are in air, something about that. My nose is itchy. It's not just cold, it's itchy. Show me. Silver-tongued devil. What, their words don't match up with their actions? Is that what this is saying? Complicated, lots of twists and turns, naughty situation, precarious. Yeah, in your cave asking for protection, there's a lot to it. Could be very detailed kind of a thing here. You know, like a sticky web kind of thing. Show me. One more. One more. All right, give me two. Oh, drowning. You're going under and barely keeping things afloat. Ask for help. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Someone is very depressed, very heavy vibes here I'm picking up around the home. Somebody, yeah, wow. Okay, undecided. Choosing between lovers, competing for affection. Somebody wants your attention. North Node right over this, or something like that. And then I had mechanical. This was the extra one. Going through the motions, checked out, and routine. Mechanical, somebody NPC, somebody a deer in headlights, you know, like they're not really there. Or is it just like the mechanical of the routine, the mechanics behind something? Something like that. All right, healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. We got hearth and home right over this with alone. And you're not going to be alone forever, or whatever that is. So don't sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means yet. Hold on. I wish that would just stay. Stay. Laughter, happiness, joy, healing. Yeah. Healing brings in joy and laughter. Because it elevates. It like the heaviness elevates. Somebody's happy here. Somebody's a silver-tongued devil. Something's in motion. Okay. Show me what I need to see. Suffering and silence. Something's complicated. Suffering in their cave. Unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Somebody's bumming that their dream didn't work out. It's complicated. They're asking for protection in their cave. Well, I have a feeling whatever this was no good, that they were up to, whatever they were up to. So why are they asking for protection now? Like they wouldn't have gotten caught. They were still need protection. So why did they do it in the first place if they were seen? I don't know. I don't compute with some of these energies. So I don't understand this stuff. But that's what this is saying here. Somebody's broken dreams here, suffering in silence and hanging out in their caves, being alone. Maybe they're in deep thought. Maybe they're in hermit mode, something like this. Antisocial, yeah. Feeling left out, silent treatment in your feelings. Somebody's not talking to you or you them. Minding your own. I don't think it's a matter of minding your own, though. However, I feel like it's more than that. Karmics, third parties, haters, lesson learned, North Node. Yeah, you think? Karmics with North Node, anything is I don't know. As a reader, that's an obvious to me, I guess, but that may not. There's haters everywhere. Somebody hates somebody. Everywhere. Who cares? Like, what the fuck is all this hate on this planet for anyway? I don't know. But karmics are very hateful. It is the way it is. This could be a twin flame thing. I don't know a ton about twin flames, but I know it's a very combative, difficult union, whether it's a romantic partner or even someone in the family or friendship or whatever. Hi, everybody. Hi in the Midwest. Hello, Orange Moon. Good to see you. We're going to get a little more of the tea here before we get into my tarot. Show me what I need to see. Somebody is feeling very, very depressed or very blue here. Bummed out that their plan didn't work or something. Okay. Overwhelmed, healing, hearth and home, alone. Someone's overwhelmed. Could it be this person that feels like they're drowning in that hope, fear, challenge, and homework column? Right? Very bummed. I'm sorry. We're going to try and get you out of that mode. We're going to try. Hold on. Show me what I need to see. Working on that healing, working on those truths, releasing, admitting things, if only even to yourself, just coming to that ultimate truth is sometimes the hardest. All right, there was one that turned up over here. Hold on a minute. That was weird. I don't know if it must have just turned up during this reading because I don't think it was prior. Where'd it go? Harley. Huh. Somebody a biker? Cool. I grew up on bikes. I get it. All right. So somebody has like a free spirit. Somebody likes to ride. Possibly. All right. Somebody's all talk, laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. Maybe somebody wants to go on their bike and just go for a ride and, feel the wind in their hair and kind of just, I don't know how that's going to be yet. That's funny. It is that time of year where the bikes are coming out. They are already where I am. Anyway. Oh, there's another one. These must have turned up. Well, I don't think they were mental illness. That is so weird. I'm pretty sure I'm taking it. This is crowning you. Somebody has we all have mental illness. I don't care if they're ADHDs, ADDs, depression, anxieties, bipolars, dementias, autisms, PTSDs, the list goes on. So, but it's complicated here. Somebody's suffering in silence. They have real feelings about this. Or maybe they're suffering in silence because they need to face their feelings, right? Somebody's overwhelmed here, feeling like they're on their own. Spy. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Somebody is watching. Somebody's spying. Yeah. One of my best friends has ADD too. Yeah, pretty hard. So yeah, you work on it, you deal with it, right? But here I'm feeling a little more than ADD. I'm thinking narcissistic actually. But we'll see what's going on here, because this mechanical card with this bully card too that just came out, narcissistic bully. Yep. North Node, karmics, undecided, choosing for or competing for attention. Somebody wants to be noticed. Somebody here, I'm not sure, going through the motions. Somebody's a big bully. Great. That's where we're starting. So, all right. We're going to use my Herb Crafters Tarot deck today. Hi, everybody. Hi. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the next couple weeks. Oh. Two of Fire, overwhelmed, alone, healing, comfort of home, and making plans. Or you've been. Feel like you've been kind of making plans through these energies, or trying to decide, but being overwhelmed. Things are heavy, right? Adelita of water reversed. Adelitas are young, right? This is like a childlike wonder card. They're young, or young-minded, childish, maybe. Doesn't want to reflect. Harley right over this, and silver-tongued devil. Motion and air. Somebody here does not really want to reflect on things that has been said and done. Okay, 8 of fire, 5 of fire. Yeah, things are happening, right? When there's a fire in the kitchen, you move. You move quickly, in fact. It's complicated. Something's going on. Quick. It's about the swiftness in the next couple weeks. So you might have to be swift on your feet, communicating, or some kind of something coming in, and you might have to be quick on your feet, right? Something about mental illness. It's complicated, right? Somebody's a spy. 5 of fire, competition, petty, stupid, bully, arguing for what? Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. And now we have drowning right over it. So this bully is spying. feeling left out? Are they getting like what they put out? Why are they feeling left out? Why are they spying? There's got to be a reason for that. You know? 10 of water around the home. Happy home, bully, North Node. Somebody is happy at home. This is a very content, loving feeling, right? This is a nice connections, kind of thing. Bully right over it. Somebody wants to bully this North Noder at home. Or they want to come in and communicate. This bully wants to come in and communicate to the North Noder's home. Okay, we'll take that. 2 of earth. Deciding. We have 2 of fire, 2 of earth. Yeah. Juggling the ideas and the energies. This is very overwhelming. It's heavy. I feel like it's heavy. Some of you may be able to cut the air with a knife. Heavy. Thick. I don't know. I kind of get it because of the horse's motion thing, like it's thick. Those clouds or something. I don't know. It's what I got. 9 of air down, Karandara of air down. So, oh yeah, Karandaras are like a warrior vibe, right? Something's getting really old here, in fact. But some kind of swift communication coming in. This is dead center in the reading. We can't attack. We can't bully because this technically would be the bully card. But this is also the mental illness card. So we're not allowed to, we feel restricted or whatever that is with doing so. Right? Or something like that. That's weird. It's complicated. Somebody's in their cave. They're suffering in silence that their plan didn't come together and they just want to get on their bike and ride. That's what I'm getting. Hi there. Hi. All right. 6 of fire down. Yeah, there's a coven or a cult here. Want to sweep it under the rug. Home and hearth, right? Antisocial, a lot of petty chaos, a lot of fighting and confusion. I feel like there's, somebody's drowning. They're really bummed that their plan didn't work, whatever that plan was. Okay, we're gonna find out. But they're really bummed. It's like they're really in their head about this bully person. Okay? And they're spying. They're watching. So be vigilant out there. Okay? 8 of air down. This is clarity. Clear as day. This is getting out of or freeing yourselves too. I guess it could be both ways. The clarity, freeing yourself from the mental clarity around the home, from this bully, right? The mechanical, karmic, the hater, the hater more than likely has an attachment. Not good. We're talking dark entity kind of energy here, But I see like there's like a free out of your mind kind of chaos. The 8 of air reversed, right? Did I show too quick? Right? This would be reversed, but yeah. Getting out of your head. Freeing yourselves or something from the bully. Or somebody wants to be. I'm not sure. The North Noder does. I know that. Right? Karandara of water. They don't want to self-reflect. They don't want to take accountability or responsibility. They're overwhelmed. Well, you're going to be overwhelmed if you don't admit things, because even in someone's own mind, that's a very unhealthy psyche kind of weirdness right there. You know, how do you not take responsibility and accountability for things you've done? How do you not? I don't understand that. How do you not? You know, it's more like, I think we got to get people on the edge of thinking, you know, okay, we did this shit as much as I wish we didn't, or, you know, whether we're regretful, hateful, embarrassed, I don't care what it is, come to that ultimate truth, let it go, because that's the fate of it. How you handle that shapes your destiny, yeah? So coming to that absolute. But see here, it's like they're incapable of, or whatever. If this is narcissism, which I feel like it totally is, you know, they're incapable of reflecting on their own feelings. And I feel like here they're being forced to, or something like that. Okay. Wow. Whew. Wow. 8 of water. Harley. Somebody wants to get out and put the wind in their hair. I'm telling you, the silver-tongued devil, their actions do not line up with their words. See, they can try and cause the confusion and the manipulation all day long, but you can't take this person seriously, whoever it is, if you can't trust what they say. Because, you know, are these people hypocrites? Are they, you know, I'm just curious. It could be in a lot of different scenarios out there, and it's going to depend on where you are in the story as well, right? It's about someone's happiness or something. Yeah, people don't feel like they have the strength for this. Some people may be intimidated or weak, you know, it's complicated. They're in their caves. Some people may be hiding. They could be scared, you know, and we're taught, or supposed to be taught, to face our fears, you know. Coming to these truths could be the biggest fear of it all, you know. But when you're talking somebody's soul, man, I mean, you don't get much more serious than that. So let it out, right? Yeah, black magic. Somebody created crap, you know? They have everything they need to use their own magic, right? This creator created black magic. Somebody's spying. Somebody's drowning in their own spells. They're backfiring or something, you know? Could be this whole coven or whatever. 6 of fire down, 10 of cups. Coven or cult, whatever it is, you know? Hierophant. Somebody's connected with the Most High, you know? The North Noders are right above this. I love it. And then, of course, people are going to hate on them because their energy's high, right? Their energy, you know, a lot of people don't even realize that when you see people in the store or at a gas station or whatever, and you get a vibe like you don't like this person, you know, whether, you know, depending on if you're a North Noder, it's because you sense something dark in them. If it's a South Noder looking at a North Noder, they're sensing some kind of light. Yeah? Haters are haters. Fuck them. Everybody's got them. Everybody is one in one way, shape, or form. You know, who cares what people think, you know? But on the other hand, this could be about marriage. It could be about teaching or mentoring or some kind of preaching, right? And I hope there's no bullyish preacher out there. People don't like to be dictated to, I'll tell you that, you know? Temperance. We need to get it together, people. There's magic in this. Alchemize it, and balance it. Yeah, these North Noders are, I feel like they're trying to balance things, working with the Most High here. You know, this bully, why can't they just get over it? I don't even know what it is, but it seems like they need to deal with it and get over it. You know what I mean? But are they stuck? Are they, you know, I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm changing over to my familiar deck. Show me. Queen of Cups down. They're very hateful of this person. You know, this North Noder. This North Noder may have some psychic gifts out there, more than likely, you know, but this is representing somebody being completely blocked, you know, just they're overwhelmed, they're alone, they're feeling left out. They're alone and feeling left out, but it seems like they're suffering in silence because it's a choice. So quite honestly, are we dealing with victimhood mentality? Are we dealing with lack of mentality? You know, this is a very low vibed, sad situation. I'm about empowerment. These people need to get it together and heal. This mental illness, you know, is it an illness because it's a choice? These things are a choice, right? But mental illness isn't always, but sometimes we do need therapy. Sometimes we need a doctor. Sometimes we, you know, we need to heal and balance the fucking shit out. You know? It's about a union or a reunion. Something you love. Harley, right over this. Everyone has free will. You're right. They have to want to do it. Exactly. Yes, Jason. Is that what it is? Jones. I can't read. My eyes are so bad. The glasses that I have, I put them on and they don't work. Not in this situation. So I need to go and get my eyes checked. It's time. Two of Pentacles here. Dealing with these illnesses. There's going to be something quick and swift coming in. Some kind of communication. This is the second fastest moving card in my deck. Right? Mental illness, swift communication. Something's complicated. We're dealing with it hard. Suffering in silence. Somebody is. It's not good to suffer in silence. I'm telling you. 7 of Wands. 5 of Wands next to the spy. Somebody's watching. They have no defense. They're weak, see? They're scared. They're intimidated. This bully can put it out, but they can't take it. This is a full-blown narcissist that we're talking about. They can put it out, but they can't take it. And this is how fucking petty it gets. Yep. It can be. Yeah. Wish fulfillment here. These karmics, these bullies, very undecided. This person, yeah, they want to bully you. They want to. Because they're a full-blown narcissist. They, you know, that's just how they roll. And if they don't want to change, they're not gonna. Free will. You know, except narcissism is a learned behavior. Show me what I need to see. I need a bunch. Ton of Cups with 10 of Cups. Ding, 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 ding. This is definitely family. This is a happy home here. Somebody's overwhelmed. Overwhelmed, making decisions of their hate. You know, their hate for this child or their hate for this person or whatever it is, right? Dealing with it, juggling the issues. Things are happening fast. See, okay, now it's finally taken a turn. I do see someone here finally maybe looking into therapy. Very good sage advice there. Whoever, I'm hoping that this person is. It is sometimes hard to find a therapist you like. That's the trick. You know, you got to be able to connect with that therapist, right? And some of those therapists aren't the greatest, you know. Do they have real life experience, you know, or are they just a bot, you know? Chariot. Now we have the first fastest card in the deck. So we have the 8 of Wands and the Chariot. This is very fast movement. A lot of movement here. This could be travel because I got Harley right over it. You know, somebody's a biker out there. I kind of love it. Anyway, this is about a union or a reunion, happiness, joy, healing. Somebody's happy. Yeah, this could be travel. It could be about a car or a Harley or an airplane, you know, it could be anything, planes, trains, or automobiles, right? But the movement around the home, somebody's watching somebody. They need to heal. That's what it is. The sun, dead center in the reading. High Priestess right next to it. Damn straight. Damn straight. Right in the middle of the reading, the sun. Corandra of Air reversed next to it. Reversed next to it. Mental illness. This is, sorry, the kids are getting out of school. Illumination, you know. This is expansion, it's growth. Didn't I have the sun before? No, I just had the one. Okay. Even still, it's a very good card. I like it. And then the Corandra of Air, the illumination of the cruelty in the past, though, however, you know, it's illuminating the illnesses. It's illuminating the things that have been said and done. Somebody suffering in silence because their plan didn't work. Did they want to take somebody out? I'm kind of getting that. Was somebody's plan to take somebody out, and that person didn't, you know, they didn't die or something. And they're bummed that they're healed and happy and laughing and has a happy, stable home. Something like that. High Priestess knows. Somebody's drowning. Yeah. 6 of fire down. They don't feel like this is this person's healing. It's telling me, for some of you, is this person's worst nightmare. Really? That's nice. That's nice. That's really nice. What the fuck is wrong with people? Wow. Oh, Knave of Cups. 3 of Pentacles down. The World down. Yeah, I feel like there's 3 of them. But I don't think they're going to apologize. They're not going to self-reflect. But this is about an apology here, or at least communication, you know? This bully. Wish fulfillment, you know, haters, bully, North Node. Maybe they just want to come in and talk. Why bother? I'm not sure. Why bother? Why? If they are so against this person or whatever this is, why? You know, they don't really want to apologize or self-reflect, but they're going to say it anyway. What's the difference? Where's this going? You know, I have questions here. 3 of Pentacles down, the teamwork's over. Yeah, I knew I felt 3. 3 culprits or 3 kingpins or 3 flying monkeys, whatever the fuck that was, you know? They're not collaborating anymore, are they? They're not necessarily reflecting, but whatever they were doing has stopped. Yep. Somebody's overwhelmed. The High Priestess is in town. 8 of Water, World down. Carly. Yeah. They don't want to deal with the closure. They don't want to deal with it. They just want to run away, hide, stay hidden, stay under their rock, stay in the dark, keep on keeping on. The devil energy is never going to change, see? Unfortunately, you know, they don't. It doesn't. See, the devil energy has been on this planet for millennia. Way before we've existed. You know, which is the weirdest part. But you think that these devil energies haven't gotten good at manipulation by now? After all this time? Hell yeah. This is why it's so flippin' crazy when it's covert and right in front of us and we didn't see it the whole time. You know, this is when we look back and we're like, how the fuck did I not see this in this person? Because it's so clear now, you know, or something like that. Somebody doesn't want to deal with it. They're weak. They're scared. They're intimidated. They can put it out, but they can't take it. See? Yeah. Here's a fucking Band-Aid. Narcissists cause a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of hardships. Fuck them. I'm not into it. You know, I dealt with one for over 50 something years of my life, and it wasn't the only one. I had several through my life, not just the one kingpin. So I've had it. And, you know, I've had enough. I don't deal with it anymore, period, ever. My door is closed. It's just the way it is. I'm done. I've healed. You know, I can take it or leave it anymore with the people in my life, you know, as far as this shit. Because it doesn't, you know, they're refusing their own reflection. See, they don't want to do their own. This cat won't even, you know, that cat won't even look at itself. This one is. Yeah, my family tried to take me out too. Let's be honest. My family has too. You know, that spiritual warfare is real. Yeah, some of you may need cord cuttings. I've done a couple. It helped me a ton. I had such a hard time going through what I went through. I did it twice, and it worked. This first time was really just like, it really wasn't a first time, I don't think. I think it was, but whatever. I did it twice, and I'm fine with it now. It's helped me a ton. It's been some time. It's just that if you're not sure what it is, please do your research. There's probably like an 8 or 10 minute video on it to explain it, and more if you want to learn about it. But yeah, they don't want to reflect about their own black magic. They're spying and drowning in their own right now, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. And I hate to say it, but it's a choice. It's a choice. It's where they want to be, so let them be there, you know, unfortunately. 8 of Wands again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, when there's a fire in that kitchen, you move. Quick communication, man, all day long. This bully wants to come in and talk, however. It's just saying that you may need to be quick on your feet or very quick-witted. You know, come in. I feel, you know, if the South Node wants to come in to talk to the North Node, then, you know, do an energy check at the door or something like that, because the High Priestess is right here with the Hierophant. And, you know, those vibes, that's a divine counterpart right there. Somebody is connected, you know. I feel like the angels and the spirit guides and, you know, the whole team's going to be watching this. You know, 9 of Pentacles. Somebody's on their own here. It's about abundance and more than enough. All in a nutshell. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to change it up a notch. I'm going to give you a Celtic tree oracle. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I'm an abuse survivor from this shit. The spiritual warfare, my friends, is so real. I have PTSD and CPTSD that I was diagnosed with back in 2018 or something. I don't know. And I've been working on it ever since, and I've come a long way. It takes time. It takes time. But it's something, once you start working on it, you know, you don't stop. You just, it's, you know, it's like a diligent thing. It's just, you just always do it. All right, we have the the queer apple, number 10. It's reversed for those who care. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders should you need to. Hood on. I really like this for the change of season, so check it out. I'll show it to you upright, but I'm going to read it obviously reversed. Okay. Perhaps you're perceiving the glass as half empty. You might be looking at what's wrong in your life rather than enjoying the good things that you have. Are you avoiding taking care of yourself? Perhaps you need better nourishment and healthy exercise. Summer asks us to participate in outdoor activities. Are you making time to connect with nature? We're not quite in summer yet, but we're on our way, right? And I live in New England, and people around here know how to layer it up to stay warm, you know, if they need to, right? Consider this gentle reminder to enjoy life in your body. In your body. Yeah, well, your avatar, right? Okay. Are you so busy that you do not enjoy the beauty around you? Stop and take a moment to breathe. Move from judgment to gratitude. Also, now it is not in your best interest to avoid making choices, even if you must choose between many attractive alternatives. All right, the key words here is lineage, decisions, choices, beauty, abundance, fertility, motherhood, and regeneration. Okay. All right. I'll give you a Hidden Realms Oracle. What are we on here? 41? Okay. These do take reversals as well. So Australia. Wow. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the fam. Wow, you are literally on the other side of the world. This is wild. Still blows my mind, this technology stuff. I know we've had it for a while, but it's cool. Hidden Realms. This was going on the reversal, but it's number 26 for those who care. Look, I opened right up to it. I'm going to show it to you upright, but it is reversed. All right. The Rainbow Prince. Oops. Yeah. The Rainbow Prince is telling you that you need to address how committed you are to your path. Have you been giving yourself only as means to control the situation? His gentle advice is to practice giving fully of yourself. Devote all of your attention when you're with someone and be completely present in all areas of your life. When you do so, you will receive more than you're willing to get by being the way you are now. The other warning is that you may be giving too much and not allowing yourself to be compensated. This may keep you in victim mode, always looking for what's unfair. Didn't I say something about victimhood or something? Perhaps it's time to stop giving so much and instead be willing to receive. It may not be comfortable, but you deserve it. So why not allow it? Let yourself be vulnerable. Therein lies great strength. Being vulnerable. Yeah. I feel like if you need help, there's help out there for someone. What the heck? My earring got caught in my hair. But yeah, if you look for help, there's help out there for someone. Okay, that's a nice message. I'm going to give you some gypsy healing cards here. Widow Spirit. Yeah, great joy. But it also does ding, 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 ding. Again, represent someone who is single on their own. Yeah. 2, this card represents the gentleman. I'm not sure that this person's a gentleman if they're a full-blown narcissist, but it's a man, somebody that rides a Harley. Maybe it's a female riding a Harley. We got a lot of those around here in New England. In fact, we may have more females riding bikes around here than males, but or it's close. I don't know, but anywho, somebody's being represented here. Maybe it's the man that has the mental illness. I'm not sure. You can place it. Yeah. The lilies forecast a happy life after a lot of family sorrow, right? So it's like through the grieving of the sorrows, it brings in happiness. Well, there's a lot to be said there because grieving is healing. So, and healing equals happiness. So, there's that. You know, 3 clubs. good health, the highest fulfillment of hopes and dreams. The fulfillment, right? I like it. It's like the Three of Wands card. Three of Wands is like you're waiting for your harvest. It's coming, you know? It's coming. I'll take one more. And there it is, Jack of Hearts. Yeah, I wanted to say so much all at once. Could you tell? Yeah, this is a book that presages the discovery of a mystery affecting the person for the better. We're learning something. This is a very dark, mysterious, a lot of spell work type of thing. I feel like there's a lot of ancient knowledge here as well. Something about old books, antique books, or old knowledge, old something, structures could be, right? Because we're kind of going through that phase around the world as well, getting rid of all the old patterns and structures and belief systems, right? Things like that. Yeah, there's a lot here, Sag. There's a lot. You may need to, go back and listen to it again or certain parts of it if you missed anything, but for the most part, do the best you can. That's what I got. Be cool, man. Be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. Thank you all so much for watching. I seriously appreciate it. Thank you to all the newer viewers and subscribers, and of course to my returning viewers as well. You guys rock. Join the fam if you haven't yet. I'll see you soon with your next messages. Ciao.